Happy Monday, everyone. I am here to talk about grants, and more grants. These grants are from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, better known as the USDA. Now, these grants are for small business owners and nonprofits alike, both grants that you can get and grants that you can benefit from. So this is an important video. So as you're coming on, as always, let me know who you are, where you're hailing from, what your business is, and do share out this broadcast, tag whoever you need to tag, because I am bringing you all these videos to explain where the money resides, right? So there are literally trillions of dollars available for the small business community, but we often don't know where to find them, right? And we know that the federal government is the largest procurer of goods and services in the world, and they are also the largest grant givers. Okay. The U.S. federal government is the largest grant giver across all of its agencies. The majority of them give out grants. And so if you've been following us, you know that I have talked about some of these grants that are available, that are coming out, that are reopening, that are federal grants that you can apply for as a business. And more importantly than that, you can collaborate with other business owners and other nonprofits to go after some of these larger grants where you're talking about in the hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars. Just think about what that can do for your business. I mean, I'm just like amazed at how much opportunity that there is, and it's not just COVID related, right? So let's move. We're trying to get you all to move beyond COVID, right? COVID is still here. There's still funding available for COVID, like relief, but know that that's not where it ends. There is so much money that was already existed and are expanding to be able to give access to those like us, small business owners, give us a bigger percentage, a bigger portion of it. I don't know about you, but I want to go after some of this money, right? And so many times I still get, where's the money? I don't know. I don't know where the money is, right? Where is the money? Where are the grants? And here they are. So here we are with another program or programs. It's not just one. The USDA, which is the U.S. Again, Department of Agriculture, founded in 1862, provides leadership on foods, agricultural, natural resources, and related issues. And so they have grant and loan programs that they make available to help further develop rural areas. Okay, so if you don't know what a rural area is, like these are countryside farmers, these are those smaller communities that many of you all live in, right? That may have like under 2,000 or 2,500 residents total, like in your area. And so if you are in a rural area, you live in there, you reside there, please let me know that in the comments, okay? Because if you're there, you might as well take advantage of the opportunities that are coming to help, better your community. And we know a lot of times, even with the relief programs, that many people and businesses, entrepreneurs that are in rural areas really struggle to get access to a lot of things, right? They have a harder time getting access to things that us in more urban areas that have a higher population of people and more access to things, they struggle to get access to. So what is happening? Grants are being made available to further develop these areas and further enhance their ability to get access to all sorts of things, okay? All sorts of things. And so I'm going to be covering some of those things today in this video. So urban are the higher populated, like, right, I live in the metro is urban. They also may consider, I know one of the programs that launched, I can't remember which one, but I know they had like specific rural grants. There were several of them, and like you had to be in a population of 50,000 or less, or 25,000. So know that they will tell you what all the information, all the requirements, what they consider rural for any particular program, or if they have a population count maximum. They will tell you on the website. So that's what we'll be reviewing today on the website. Before I go there and share, just want to share the latest news that came out on August the 11th. So this is August the 15th. There was an announcement made that the U.S. Department of Agriculture is awarding $74 million in grants to improve healthcare facilities in rural areas. Okay, this will help 143 healthcare organizations expand critical services for 3 million people across 37 states, Guam, and Puerto Rico. So why do I say this? Is because we have small business and nonprofit peers that are in a number of industries that can get access to these grants to serve in the rural areas. Okay, so again, this is thinking outside the box, maybe something that you haven't thought of before, but go to where the need is and where the funding is. So that's why I say follow the plan and follow the money. Where there's a plan, there's money, and where there's money, you have an opportunity to get some of it. Okay, so that's why I'm here today sharing this program. So I'm going to share my screen so we can walk through like some of the programs. There's so many. I won't be going through all of them. You can go to the USDA.gov website. And you can also go to grants.gov. So they will have their programs. They'll tell you, all the qualifications, the time, the periods of when they open, right? Because all of them, they have a cycle. But to apply for federal funding, you need to make sure that you're set up in SAM, which is the Systems for Awards Management, and also that you visit grants.gov, right? So if you want to know about the various grants that are available or that have been awarded previously or that are upcoming, that is the place that you want to go to find out what is happening, what's out there, and what you could potentially apply for, and what the terms are. There's so much information that you can get from researching in those areas. So I want to make sure I'm going to the right screen. Hold on. So I'm going to share another screen because I have a few of these open here. So give me just a second. So again, we are talking about grants that are given out by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Here we go. These are all the programs. So I want to take you to the page where they have all the programs, because you can decide, you can start here, right? And filter out to determine what grants that you think are a good fit for you and apply for them. Okay. So I hope everybody can see me and hear me out there clearly. Okay. So if we go here to the website, this is the USDA, right? You see there, rural development, right? It's telling you, you want to, again, it doesn't matter who the grantor is. You always definitely want to start with learning more about the organization or the company that is giving out the grant. Can't say how important that is. They also have state offices. They have a tab for their programs and services. They have a newsroom. So, every agency, I'm sure every time that they launch a new program, they do what? They issue out press releases. That's how I stay in the know about a lot of things, is because I keep up to date on the news and what new programs are being rolled out. They have resources. And if you need to contact them, you can contact them and ask them questions. Okay. So if we scroll down the screen here, if I tab down here, you'll see along the side, on the left-hand side, there's a lot of different programs here. Okay. That you can either get grants for or loans for or both. In the middle here, you see select your state. So if you want to know what's happening in your state, you can click here, pull up your state. You can also here, right? And so it's going to pull down states here. So you just select your state. You can also click the different business or program areas. So they have business program, rural development programs, community facilities, electric, energy, multifamily, single family housing, telecommunications, water and environmental programs. just think about some of these areas and where your business or where your skill set will fit in, right? And then you can use keywords as well. So again, this is the main page here, and it's talking about like different projects that are here. And you see some of the ones, if we scroll down, let me get off of this. It keeps going to the same thing. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Again, I'm on this new Mac, so sometimes it's a little bit different. But you can see even on the main page, it's telling you about like there's a rural decentralized water system grant, there's a Delta Healthcare Services grant, housing preservation grant. So now these grants provide grants to sponsoring organizations for the repair or rehabilitation of housing owned and occupied by low and very low income rural citizens, right? So if you are one of these citizens, you have an opportunity to receive one of these grants, socially and disadvantaged group grants. So this program provides technical assistance to socially disadvantaged groups through cooperative and cooperative development centers. So if we go here really quickly, just going to click on one of these grants so you see what it looks like when you click on one of the grants. If you scroll down, it'll tell you what it is, and it'll tell you like the timeline, the cycle. So we know that this deadline actually just passed last month. So what does that mean? Does that mean that these are closed forever? No, it does not. Know that there is a cycle. So if you know what the cycle is, then you can prepare for next year's open cycle to apply, right? So you can start getting ready now in a year in advance for when it opens again, okay? And it gives you additional information. You can see the fact sheets on it, the Federal Register notice. There's always a Federal Register notice and an overview of every program that you click on, right? So it's telling us about, what does this program do? And I just said that it provides, sponsoring organizations for repair and rehabilitation of housing owned or occupied by low or very low income rural citizens. So USDA will award a total of 16 million in housing preservation grant program funding for the repair and rehabilitation of housing units. Okay. So who may qualify for this program? Apply. So it's telling you right here. So when you're looking at a grant, you want to know, like, first of all, would you qualify, right? Do you meet the qualification standards? So saying state and local government entities, are you one of those? Okay, maybe not. Or you may be. We have peers that they're local and state governments, right? And then we have many peers that are nonprofit organizations, federal recognized tribes, or individual homeowners. It says individual homeowners are not eligible, right, to apply for this particular program. Okay. So that means there are others that they can apply for. This particular program is for organizations that are going to go in and help those homeowners that are in those particular situations to get the help that they need, whether it is free or low cost. That's really how it works. So who are they giving the money to actually do the work? It is you. It is your nonprofit organization. And many of you are out there have these types of organizations that you've been talking. You either have them started or you want to start them up to do this type of work. Here you are. Okay. So, and then this one is saying additional requirements, is telling you what additional requirements you have to have. Like applicant must have the necessary background experience to improve an ability to perform the repairs and rehabilitation at a high quality level, right? So just like contracts, right? When they're giving you the money, the expectation is that you can deliver, because you are looking at this. Okay, then you must have some experience in this and be able to show that when you are applying for this grant, same as you would if you were applying for a contract. Applicants are required to submit quarterly reports, right? So we know grants, especially at the federal level, they give you the money, but the expectation is that you are reporting back on the impact of the money. So where are you spending it? What has it done? Who has it helped? Whose house has it helped to repair or rehabilitate? So it's telling you what eligible areas. So it's saying here, rural areas, towns, of 20,000 or fewer people, right? And it even has like a link, hyperlink of eligible addresses. So they know based on if you put in an address or a zip code, if it is in a rural community or not, okay? And it says federally recognized tribe lands. And then it's saying the FY 2020 Housing Preservation Program funding, as it said above, is 16 million. That is the cap. And it's telling us the breakdown. So this is FY 2020. So again, it just restated that this is for this year. We know that FY 2023 is coming up. Okay. So the funding total is comprised of what? Distribution of 14,250,000. Rural economic area part zones is 150,000, and persistent poverty is 1,600,000. Okay. And it says to assist with any increase in resources that you can see the Rural Development State Office for your state. So you can get your questions answered even at your state level. And then it goes on to tell you what you must use the money for, right? So we know that these are restrictive funds because they want you to use this funding on particular areas, right? So it's saying applicants provide grants or low interest loans to repair or rehabilitate, right, for low to very low income homeowners. Rental property owners may also receive assistance if they agree to make units available. Hello. Rental property owners, if they agree to make units available for low and very low income families, right? So how many of us are doing that, right? You already own property. You can be working to establish rental property in rural areas if you have them, or assist, right? If you are one that can do repairs and rehabilitation and help those and have properties where it will be able to have access to those that are low income. And then it's telling you eligibility expenses include like repairing and replacing electrical, foundation, roof, handicap accessibility features, which is huge, right? And we know a lot of homes, especially older homes, are not handicap accessible. And that's a big need. So if that's something that you are highly skilled in, again, that may set you apart and being able to get the grant. Labor materials, administrative expenses, and they have like the code of regulation. So they have many more much information there. Is telling you on a tab here, how do you apply, right? And it's telling you, it's giving you the CFRs, again, resources on how to apply for the different programs, other requirements, contacts, and any associated or related events here. Okay. So when we clicked on the that tab, it took us to like the single family housing program, but I can easily go back over here and click on the business programs, right? So if we scroll down here, so this is saying here that they provide financial backing and technical assistance to stimulate business creation and growth. Okay, so we went from housing to now business stimulation of creation and growth. The program will work through partnerships with public and private community-based organizations and what financial institutions to provide financial assistance, business development, technical assistance to rural businesses. Okay, so these programs help provide capital, equipment, space, job training, entrepreneur skills that can help start and grow a business. So these business programs also support the creation and preservation of quality jobs in rural areas. Okay, so these programs go from loans, loan guarantees, grants that are available to individuals, businesses, cooperatives, farmers, ranchers, public bodies, nonprofit corporations, Native American tribes, and private companies in rural communities. I mean, that basically lists everybody. Just about. Most of my peers would fall into one of these categories. Okay, and so if we scroll down, it's giving you a list of some of these programs here, like the Agriculture Innovation Center program, the bio preferred program. If we scroll down here, we have a business and industry loan guarantee program, and this program offers loan guarantees to lenders for their loans and to rural businesses for their loans to rural businesses. They also have energy related programs. Okay, they have food supply chain guaranteed loan programs, higher blends infrastructure programs. If we scroll down, they have more programs here. Meat and poultry. I mean, we have, please understand that we have peers that are in various industries. And this is to show you all the different industries that you can get grants and loans or for the programs that are out there for your businesses. Now they have this rural business development grant, right? RBDG. This program is designed to provide technical assistance and training to small rural businesses. Small means that the business has fewer than 50 new workers and less than $1 million in gross revenue. Okay, that's gross annual revenue. So if we click on here for more information, again, is taking us to this program, okay, for FY 2022. Okay, so it's giving you is the application status is saying you can check the information in your state. But again, you want to go through and it's giving you a summary of who can qualify for any particular grant. Again, who can apply? It's saying towns, communities, states, authorities, nonprofit organizations, institutions of higher learning, federal recognized tribes, rural cooperatives, right? So we have shout out to the nonprofits. If you have a nonprofit, please let us know in the comments, right? Comment nonprofit in the comments. If you are part of a cooperative, now we have peers, many peers that have cooperatives, right? Definitely you want to learn more about cooperatives. Again, it's another way to come together to create businesses as a cooperative, as a collective, to be able to better serve the community and to be able to build wealth for yourself. I mean, there are just so many programs that are available. So again, know that for FY 2022 is closed, but this has a cycle. So check back for this particular program in FY 2023. And let me just tell you, just based on the grants that we track, there's so many of them, and we apply for. It seems like we'll apply for one once and it seems like a month or a couple of months later is open again, right? So the time is going really quickly. Like we're almost at the end of the year. So even if you're right now not ready to apply for any particular grant, don't let that be a discouragement for you. Let that be your preparation time to get ready for when it reopens, right? Because again, these are annual programs. So that was the Rural Business Development Program. Then they have a rural business investment program where this program provides rural business investment company, right, licenses to newly formed development capital organizations to help meet equity capital investment needs in rural communities. Shout out to all of those that are going to be joining us for the business buying mastermind class, and we're going to be together as a collective buying businesses and profitable businesses. That's a way to have additional streams of income, right? And you're working together. You're not doing it alone. And I know some of my peers that went through the mastermind not only bought the businesses, but they started their own private equity firms. Okay, that's definitely something we want to do because we already are giving out capital through a number of programs already. So if that is the space that you're in, and you then decide you want to help in the rural areas, this is for you. This is an opportunity for you to get involved in. And then they have a rural cooperative development grant. You see all these grants. So this grant, the Rural Cooperative Development Grant Program, improves the economic condition of rural areas by helping individuals and businesses start, expand, or improve rural cooperatives and other mutually owned businesses through cooperative development centers. Okay, what does that mean? They are encouraging a collaboration. Those of us working together, those of us that are in those mindsets to come together to start creating these businesses and go after these grant dollars. because we want to make an impact, and sometimes it's like we're struggling to do it on our own. But why even do it on your own? Go get some go-getters, and those that are like-minded, those that want to do the same thing that you want to do, that can put their egos to the side and say, look, this is an opportunity for us to make a greater impact. Let's get together, because everyone brings something to the table, right? So if you did not check out our video from last week on buying businesses, and definitely go check out that video, because it was amazing. It's going to tell you how to do it, right? And how to set yourself up for success so you can scale, and we can stop this get off the struggle bus and this slow growth, right? Trying to get one client when you can have one grant with the federal government, and that help you scale in months or a year rather than multiple years, right? So just think about what goals do you have for yourself, and how these grants can help you achieve your goals and get your business to where it is that you want to be. And maybe that means you need to kind of shift your business model. Well, then if you need to shift your business model to get access to these grants, you may want to consider shifting your business model, right? Or adding another line of business onto your business so that you can pursue these types of opportunities. Again, the list is going on and on and on and on. Okay. So you have the Rural Economic Development Loan and Grant. So this Rural Economic Development Loan and Grant Program provides funding for rural projects through the local utility organization. So the USDA, they provide zero interest loans to local utilities, which they in turn pass through to who? Local businesses, the ultimate recipients for projects that will create and retain employment in rural areas. Okay. Then you have the Rural Innovation Stronger Economy Grant. And this Rural Innovation Stronger Economy Grant program offers grant assistance to create and augment what? High wage jobs. Again, the big push is to grow the economy and grow jobs, right? Accelerate the formation of new businesses, support industry clusters, and maximize the use of local productive assets in low income rural areas. There is a big need in low income rural areas, right? And you see the bigger, the larger companies coming in, they see the opportunity. They're getting after it, right? They got the big money, the big dollars, but guess what? The government wants to give money to us, to nonprofits, to small business owners, to help enhance and improve our communities. This is another program that helps you be able to do it. I mean, goodness gracious, like on this one page alone. So rural micro entrepreneur assistance programs. So this provides loans and grants to micro enterprise development organizations to what? To help micro enterprise startup and growth through a rural microloan revolving fund, and then provide training and technical assistance to microloan borrowers and micro entrepreneurs, right? And so we even know that there are small business micro enterprise development organizations. If you did not know that, there are, okay? And many of our peers have some of those organizations. Then they have, again, social disadvantaged group grants. So this primarily objective of this grant is to provide technical assistance to socially disadvantaged groups through the cooperatives and cooperative development centers. And you can see the tabs here where it says go read more information, read more information, read more information. Okay. And then I talked about the value added producer grants that they have, helps agricultural producers enter into value added activities related to processing and marketing of new products. So the goal of this program are to generate new products, create and expand marketing opportunities, and increase producer income. Okay, so we're going to click on here, look at more information. So this one closed in April. So again, expect that this one, these were due in April, right? Or due in May. So expect again that these will come back around. But I want you to get an understanding of what these grants are, right? Who they're here to help, who can get them, and then who can benefit for them. So these are for agriculture producers. We have many that are peers, many that reach out to me all the time. I'm a farmer, or I'm in agriculture, I'm a food producer, right? So how can I get connected to these types of grants? Well, here you are. Okay, so you may receive priority if you are beginning farmer or rancher, socially disadvantaged farmer or rancher, small or medium sized farm, ranch structured as a family farm, farmer or rancher cooperative. Now, if somebody has a farmer cooperative, please let me know. Right, I'm investing, right? We're buying businesses, we're doing this as a collaborative. I would definitely love to collaborate on being a farmer. Okay, so if you have a farmer or rancher cooperative or know someone that does, please reach out to me at hello@shebosstalk.com. Proposing a mid-tier value chain. So it's saying grants are awarded through the national competition. So this is competitive. So we have a lot of videos, a lot of resources we provide on how to pitch your business, how to apply for grants. It's the same similar processes, whether you call it a grant, an accelerator, a pitch competition, or some national competition. You're going to need the same types of information to know how to go and apply for these competitions, right? So even tells you here each fiscal year. So you have to know the grantor's fiscal year. Applications are requested through a notice published in the Federal Register, and they're hyperlinking it here so you can go directly to it, get yourself familiar, and through an announcement posted on grants.gov. Right? I said that earlier. So this is part of a local agricultural market program, and which is an umbrella program created under the 2018 Farm Bill. So you can research this, right? So they have again certain allocated funding. So just imagine if this year was 19.75 million dollars allocated. Imagine if you were able to apply for this in 2023 and get part of that $19 million, right? And then they're saying here that the maximum amount of grant funding is $75,000, and working planning grants are $75,000, and working capital grants are $250,000. I mean, this is significant. Okay, so then it's telling you about matching fund requirements as well, right? So it's saying that the 2.7 million of COVID-19 funds may include a reduced cost share match required of the 10% of the grant amount. So you need to know if there's a matching requirement, right? So they want you to have some skin in the game. A lot of times you're gonna have some type of skin in the game, but matching funds, they only want you to match 10%. So you get together, right? Collaborate, start a crowdfunding campaign, raise the 10%, or you all pull together and each bring part of that 10% to the table and then go after the grant. I mean, there's so many ways to be able to do it, right? So don't even get discouraged. 10%. We just helped a lady start her crowdfunding campaign on Kiva. I talked about that already as an option for interest-free loans, and she did the campaign and was able to raise the money she needed for her daycare build out. So know that it's possible to raise funds. So consider that for yourself as well. And so it's telling you who can apply for these programs: independent producers. You can be an independent producer, agricultural producer groups, farmer rancher cooperative, major control producer based business ventures. And so it gives you all of this information and what it can be used for: processing costs, marketing, advertising, and some inventory and salary expenses is allowing you to be able to do here. Okay, so let me go back here really quickly. Let me make sure that it's on the right thing. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here to on the left-hand side. So we talked about some of the business programs. Now we're going to talk about community facilities, right? So I want to make sure we're on the same page here. So community facility programs, okay? So again, are you thinking about your business and what the services that your business provides or what it can provide in order to meet the need, or new spaces, rural spaces that you can go venture into to be able to get access to some of these opportunities. So the community facilities program is here on this page and saying that the community infrastructure is key to ensuring rural areas enjoy the same basic quality of life and services enjoyed by those in urban areas. So the community facilities program offers direct loans, loan guarantees, and grants to develop or improve essential public services and facilities in communities across rural America. So these amenities help increase the competitiveness of rural communities in attracting and retaining businesses that provide employment and services for their residents. Okay, so it's saying public bodies, nonprofit organizations, and federal recognized Indian tribes can use funds to construct, expand, or improve facilities that provide health care, education, public safety, and public services. Projects include fire and rescue stations, village and town halls, healthcare clinics, hospitals, adult and child care centers, assisted living facilities, rehabilitation centers, public buildings, schools, libraries, and many other community-based initiatives. Financing may also cover the cost of land acquisition, professional fees, and purchase of equipment. And these facilities not only improve the basic quality of life, but assist in the development and sustainability of rural America. And so then it's telling you all the different programs they have under here. Okay. So community facility direct loans and grants provides affordable funding to develop essential community facilities in rural areas. So an essential community facility is defined as one that provides an essential service. If you can recall, during COVID, the essential workers, essential services, right, to local community for the orderly development of the community in a primarily rural area, and does not include private, commercial, or business undertakings. Community, and then over here, community facility loan guarantees. The program provides loan guarantees to eligible lenders to develop essential community facilities in rural areas, and essential community facilities defined as public improvement operated on a nonprofit basis needed for the orderly development of rural community, where a rural community is a city or town or is equivalent county or multi-county area. The term facility refers to both physical structure, finance, and the resulting service provided to rural residents or rural businesses. So then they have the community facilities relending program. They have the community facilities technical assistance and training grants. So the agency will make grants to public bodies or private nonprofit organizations, such as, again, states, counties, cities, townships, and corporations, towns, villages, boroughs, districts, Indian tribes, to provide associations, technical assistance, or training with respect to essential community facilities. So now, again, if they are giving any grants to a city, a town, government, the government then partners with us, the small business owner and the nonprofit, to fulfill the obligations for the grant, right? They're not doing the work. Please understand, they are not doing the work. They're getting the money. Then they put out calls for proposals or requests for proposals, what they call them, right? RFPs, so that you can then respond to or bid on that RFP. Okay. So that's how some of these work. Okay. So either way you cut it, there's so many opportunities for us as small businesses and nonprofits to get to benefit from these programs. Economic Impact Initiative Grant. So this program provides funding to assist in development of essential community facilities in rural communities with extreme unemployment and severe economic depression. So with some simple research, right, or some research, right, then you can find out like what the unemployment rates are. I mean, you can Google that, like in your area, and Google find out what are the rural areas, what are the high unemployment rates, where are they, and then again be able to pursue some of these opportunities. They have an emergency rural healthcare grant. So we actually have a lot of peers in the healthcare space, in the assisted living home healthcare spaces. So this one is Emergency Rural Healthcare Program designed to help broaden access to the COVID-19 testing, vaccines, rural health services, and food assistance through food banks and other food distribution facilities. So we have a lot of peers that do this work. So if you're doing the work in urban areas, let's do the work in rural areas and get access to more grant money. Okay. Then rural community development initiatives grants, right? These are awarded to help nonprofit, housing, and community development organizations, low income rural communities, and federally recognized tribes support housing, community facilities, and community and economic development projects in rural areas. So we talked about the HUD grants. That's one way to get money. Here's another way. So all of you all that are in the housing and community development, these are opportunities for you, okay? And then Tribal College Initiative grants. This program provides funding to 1994 land grant institution tribal colleges to make capital improvements to their educational facilities and purchasing of equipment. I mean, but let me know in the comments, like, what are your thoughts? Is this new for you? Is this the first time you're hearing about these types of grants? What is your thought about how you can leverage these grant programs to really make a greater impact on the community? I mean, it's just amazing. And then there's many more programs, which I don't have time to go through all of them. I just wanted to go through some of them so you can see how many. This is only one of what hundreds of agencies within the federal government that give out grants. And I just went through 2 pages of grants that are accessible to small business owners, entrepreneurs, and nonprofits. I didn't even really dig even deeper to the housing, right? So those that I already spoke about, if you're repairing or rehabilitating, there's grants if you're gonna build, a single family and multi-family homes. More information, they're here. And there are many of you all that are in the utilities industries or telecommunication, or you have cooperatives, or you're either farming or you're doing urban gardens, urban farming. We actually have one down the street. One of my peers, I talk about her all the time, Ebony, who is managing this beautiful urban garden here. There's money for that. There's money for that, right? And so again, the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, is one of the go-to places for grants for us as business owners and nonprofits. So I see a lot of you all commenting out there. Thank you so much for joining today. Yes, I see. I see your comments out here. I've always, one of them is saying, I always find it so hard getting grant to start up your business. Just get started. The thing is for grants is that you cannot rely on grants. Even grantors would tell you that, right? They expect you to have a plan. They expect you to be active in your business. I can't say this enough. The grants are not to carry your business. You have to know how to make money. Okay? That's the expectation, is that you know how to make money. And if something happened and then you made a shift, you know how to shift, you know how to pivot to make money, right? So we are a startup. We were a startup, right? At the height of COVID. We started right before COVID hit. and we were pivoting, and we did not let that stop us, right? And yeah, we got shut down, classes got shut down, events got canceled, but we pivoted. We did not stay where we are, and we were pivoting from one business and starting this business. That's the life of an entrepreneur. That's the life of a business owner. That we have to do that, but know that I just told you about all the support. So whether it's another business or organization getting a grant on your behalf to get you access to the mentorship that you need as a startup or growing business, go take advantage of those opportunities, okay, that are going to really help you get your business started up. Because I don't care who you are in business, nobody knows everything. We all struggled in the startup phase of our businesses, but if you connect yourself with the right people and communities, She Boss Talk, and you get involved and you stay plugged in, you will have everything you need to be successful in business, and everything you need to get positioned properly in your business. Then it's on you to do what's necessary, to put in the work. We give you all the information, all the resources that we share here for free. You can go take this and be making millions of dollars in your business, like right now. I mean, and you don't do it alone. We talk all the time about collaborating. Start collaborating. We have to start networking. Networking is your net worth. But if you just stay behind your computer and don't get out, or don't socialize on social media, don't never go to a networking event, or don't get involved in communities, like really get involved. It's not as simple as hitting subscribe or hitting the follow button. Is really getting engaged in in the community and what we're doing. Really absorbing all the information and then going and make it happen for yourself, right? So there's no way that people have been following us for 2+ years now and aren't succeeding in their business. I mean, we get testimonials all the time, right? By the action takers. They're going and applying for these programs. They're going and connecting with the tribe, connecting with the community, right? They're joining our She Boss Up tribe community so that they stay in the know, so that we can work together and we can win together, right? I don't know who wants to do this stuff alone when you don't have to, okay? So someone else is saying they missed the beginning. Our videos are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They are available for replay. We never delete them, so you can go definitely catch the replay. And even if you saw it, it may be something that you missed or a different perspective that you can take away when you come back and you watch it again. I know I do that all the time. One of our viewers is saying this is new for her, right? Information is so important. Information plus action equals power. You can't just have the information and not know what to do with it. So you need to know what to do with it. We're giving you that, and then you need to take action. Then that's where the power is. That's when you're going to see all of these programs that you're going to go after. You're going to see the success from it, right? And so again, so many of these programs, there's nobody else talking about it, right? There's no one really sharing it, especially with disadvantaged communities, those that are minority and those are women. Believe me, our counterparts are already doing this. They're already getting access to the big contracts and the big grants. Believe me, they are. But it's us that's not. And what I'm saying is that the opportunities for us is right now. So, and there's no guarantee they're going to be here next year or the year after. Why wait for that? The opportunities are here now, especially if you are a minority in a minority group, or if you are a woman, business owner or founder, or woman-led organization, woman-owned organization or company. Well, however you want to state it, the opportunities are here now. And I've shared so many, from the State Small Business Credit Initiative to the HUD grants that came out. There's so many. Just go back and watch the video. Click on videos. It tells you the most popular or recent live videos, and watch them at your leisure. Okay. And so we have nonprofits here that are in the educational space. So nonprofits do a number of different things. And I was just thinking about the peers that I know that have nonprofits and how they would be able to get access to these grants, and work together. And we talked about that. I talked about that with Robin in our buying businesses video, which many of you all missed. Please go see that. And we are both the queen of collaboration. She was talking about how, she got some of her peers together. One knew how to write grants, another one, had another skill set. She had a skill set. They were like, I can't, but she said, I can't believe that we bring all five of us that have genius together, that we can't figure this thing out, that we can't make this happen. And they got together and made it happen. I mean, don't overcomplicate it. Please don't make it harder than what it has to be. I always say it starts with the hello, right? Introducing yourself to other people, not being afraid to talk about your business and share what it is you do, what you're passionate about, what your mission is, like everywhere that you go, right? So people need to know what you're doing if you want them to get involved and care and invest and partner or do business of any kind. We need to be sharing the information more and promoting ourselves more. So Sandy was asking about a site, so I hope you found the site. Every site that I mentioned on here is referenced in the video, or you could just rewind it and see the site. It's the USDA.gov. You can also go to grants.gov. Okay, and you will see reference links always in the videos. Always, always, always. Shout out to Brenda. Brenda, you are so loyal. You show up all the time. She is one of our tribe members here, one of our YouTube members. We love you guys so much. So if you are interested in the buy business mastermind, let me know in the comments. Just put mastermind in the comments. Those that have already registered, I'm already signed up. But those that are registered and signed up, you will be hearing from me. I'm already looking into any issues that you may having to make sure that those are resolved today. Okay. Shout out. Thank you so much. Good news for your super chat. Thank you so much. I wish I could find you in here somewhere. Let me see. Where are you? We have so many comments. I'm trying to see where the comments are. But good news. Thank you so much. So all the super chats, super thanks, super stickers go to our She Boss Up Grant Fund, which is launching our third round at the end of 2020. So please stay tuned and prepare for that. We have a lot of nonprofits. Yeah, let us know what your nonprofit is and what your mission is. And if you're sharing your nonprofit, link up with other people in the comments. I mean, let's do business, right? We have a beginner farmer. I would love to hear more about that and where it is. Where's your farm? See, we have business owners from all types of industries. You're so welcome. So Amber is saying for rural, this is my first time I've heard this specifically. She'll be researching further. I mean, yeah, she's in the technical space. She helps people with their computer needs, learning computers, right? So she can definitely, get a contract or get a grant to provide those services in the rural areas. And there's even monies going towards broadband, right? And expanding technology, access to internet. I did not know until COVID that so many people around the US, not other countries, around the US, do not have access to basic internet services. What does that mean? That means that money is going to provide these services to more of these communities. And that is, again, more opportunities for us. Here you are. Thank you so much. Good news. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm just going through the other questions. All these grants, they come through. Don't expect that See, if you are the mindset that you're not going to get it, you won't. I said it time and time again. I do not get every grant that I apply for, but every application is I've gained something new that took me into the next grant, or just help me in my business, help me just develop and grow. It's an opportunity to share what it is I'm doing, right? If one or two people see it, I don't ever know who's behind there watching the video I submitted or looking at the application I submitted, and when that may come back to me, whether it's a grant or not. My job is to apply. I don't have any control over if I get selected. The control I have is putting forth the best application. Now, we have the resources and tools, the classes, the cheat sheets to help you get the grant. So those are available. If you're not using them, I don't know what to say, because what I can say is you don't want to go into applying for these applications blindly. You need to do your research on the grantor, on the grant, right? And then make sure that you have everything that you need. That's why we do these videos. That's why I bring on even other experts in the grant space, nonprofit space, so that you can learn. And when I brought on Tracy V. Allen, who is a nonprofit and grant, she's a grant writing expert, and we shared live in our tribe on Facebook. People were astounded to know that they were not ready, and that's the first step, to know you're not ready. But they were like, I know I'm not ready, but I'm going to prioritize getting ready, right? Because they weren't ready, and some of you all just aren't ready. Your bank accounts aren't even ready. That's why I did a video on a small business banking, because still today we get applications and people get denied, or they get lower funding than they had anticipated, all because they don't understand business banking, all because they still don't have a business bank account, right? Or have a business bank account and they're not putting any money in their business bank account. No sales are going, no transactions are happening in their business bank account, right? So because you don't know this, we're doing these videos to help you understand, so that you can get in position to be able to take advantage of these opportunities. That's one of the biggest advantage of going through the certification process. When people are like, you're winning all of these grants, like, how are you doing it, right? First of all, I'm aware I'm applying, I prioritize it. Two, I had already gone through the rigorous process of certification, and you have to have your business in order. You have to have your documents. You have to have your financial systems. You have to have your documents, all the ones that they ask for. You have to have your insurances, all of those types of things you have to already have. And because I already had them, when these grants came out, I was the first one to apply and had my stuff together, and I was renting them left and right. But I knew my counterparts did not have their things together. They didn't understand the requirements. And that's why I created the classes and the cheat sheets and the other products that help you go out here and secure the contracts. If you want to do that, go get certified, and so you could, and then go get the grants. Whatever it is you're trying to do to scale your business and build wealth, we have it here. And if we don't have it, let us know. We're creating new products that we're making available. So we just want you all to win. Know that you can be successful at your business. But if you need to make a shift, make a shift. There's no shame in starting over. There's no shame in pivoting, because the great thing about it is, when you start over, you get to determine what that looks like. You get to create the business you want, the life you want. So that, what shame is that in that, right? So you get to now, take the right steps, make sure everything is in order, so now you can then go after all of these opportunities. And I mean, it's a lot of them. I mean, just go back through the last months of videos that we have done, and they just keep coming out. There's more programs coming out. That's why we have more videos that we're coming out, and we're going to keep sharing these opportunities. But we don't want to keep sharing them and you aren't getting your business's position to go get them, right? We want you to go get your business position, to go get them, and then start collaborating so we can get some of these larger contracts and grants. That's where we're at. So if that's where you're at, that's where you want to be, that's what you strive for, you're in the right place. Congratulations, you're at She Boss Talk. You're part of our community. You're part of our family. Join the tribe for more exclusive grants. Join the tribe for more exclusive mentorship, masterminds, collaborations, and partnerships. We look forward to seeing you there. Continue to post your questions, and I will be sure to follow up after the broadcast. This is the beginning of the week. So there's a lot to accomplish this week. Go on and accomplish your goals. As always, continue to be the boss with amplified impact. Continue to stay safe and in good health. Have a great day.